What's good, Life and Poetry fam? Welcome back to the channel with your boy, Marcus T. This guy. Forgive me for not going through the whole intro today. I just want to go ahead real quick to drop this video. But before we get started, please, guys, do me a favor. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe and turn the notification bell on so that you'll be notified every time I drop another video. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. All right, we're pushing to 150. Or above. We get there. Let's make this happen, guys. Also, guys, Christmas is coming up. Guys. And a great stocking stuffer would be a copy of my book, Love in the Eyes of the Author, a collection of spoken word pieces by your boy Marcus T. And a group of other phenomenal writers, editors, and illustrators. Please, if you want a copy, the link for the book is down in the description down below. It is available on Amazon via paperback and Kindle, guys, for you smart readers, for you electronic type folks. It's on the Kindle. Yo, I swear something just rolled past the screen. I don't know what it was. I'm not gonna stop recording though. But I swear it was a white dot. But yeah, so you want a copy of it, grab one. The link is in the description down below, guys. It's always on Amazon. The link will always be in the description under my videos, right? But now that you checked out the link, hopefully so. If not, it's still there. You've liked this video already because you know some great content. You subscribe to the channel and you hit the notification bell. Let's just dive right into it. All right. I wanted to talk about something real quick though. It's an interesting thing to talk about. I was having a conversation, maybe about two weeks ago or so. I was with my cousin-in-law, and we were actually talking about we were talking about our history, as you know, when we first met, things like that, how long it's been since my situation for me being in the hospital. If you don't know about that story, guys, it'll be here in the suggested videos. But it's also in the Storytime playlist, guys. Check it out. But we were talking about it. Wait, let's rewind back. Right. So we were in the barbershop, and you know, of course, my walker is noticed. You can't miss it. It's there. I'm moving with the walker where I go, and I'm outside the house. But we were in the barbershop, and the barber, you know, he asked about it, and me being transparent, I freely told him about the situation. I was like, you know, some stuff happened. I got sick, ended up in the hospital, woke up. They said I got this walker, you know. And we had left the barbershop or whatever. That's when I got my haircut. It's not cut now, that's why this hat's back on. But we had left the barbershop, and my cousin-in-law was like, yo, bruh, it's been that long, you know. And I was like, it's been what, 5 years or so. It was 2016, right? Been about 4 or 5 years or so. He was with me through the transition before the hospital. I met him before the hospitalizations and all these things popped up, and he was there through the progress, or the progression rather, of that change. And so he was like, man, it's been that long, whatever. And I was like, it's been that long, you know. And he asked me a question that really took me back to it. I was like, man, it was so deep to think about. He asked me, and it was a simple question. He basically was like, bruh, like, what kept you going? Like, why didn't you give up completely about, over situations? But most importantly, what kept you going? What was your motivation to get through this here? And it's so funny, being a man of faith, the more surface answer I could think about was my faith. God kept me going. but my mind didn't process it that way. You know, again, that was a surface response for me to give, and I didn't even say that part. I didn't even say that. And I was like, no, I had something to live for, you know, and it got me here today. You know, I through this process, I met the love of my life. I met my wife. You know, I had my family to live for. I had my nieces and nephews, and most importantly, I had myself to live for. You know, I had myself to live for, and in that moment, in that hospital bed, was before I was okay enough to say, look, this is what I need to get done. I had to process so much stuff, and I had to bring myself back to a reality of saying, look, this is what's happening. This is what it is. And it's not going to change unless you change it. You know what I'm saying? Also, often we get so caught in these moments where we expect people to change us or help us to get over certain things or to get through certain things. But, you know, in most situations, you can't put that on somebody else and say, look, you need to do this for me. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have the mentality enough to say, look, Marcus, bro, you need to get up and do this PT. You need to go get this physical therapy done while you're in the hospital. You need to stop fighting with your doctors all the time, or catch the attitudes with your physical therapist. Which I had a lot of those moments because I was still trying to process things. But in that moment, I came back to reality when he asked me that question, and I was like, bro, I had something to live for. And even if I didn't know what it was at that moment, look at me now. I have a wife. I'm married, guys. And I would have never expected it to be like this with my situation. I was like, you know, for the longest time, my mentality was, man, nobody gonna want to deal with me. I'm now 28 years old. I have a disability. I need help with a lot of things right now with navigating certain issues or certain situations. Most of the time, I try my best to do it on my own. Like even with the steps now, I don't ask for help with me coming up and down steps. I do it myself while using my walker. I'm not saying, guys, go out and try this. If you have somebody to help you, let them help you. But I had to get into a space where, like, look, I have to do this. What if I'm out one day by myself, or I need to get down the steps to do something? I'm in a house, or I need to get out of my building. And nobody's there to help me out. You know, and one of my battle buddies, Daniel, he actually taught me how to navigate the steps while using the walker. It wasn't so much him teaching me. He was like, so you up there, you gonna come down? I'm like, we got somewhere to be. He literally was like, so you coming or what? I'm gonna start the car. I'll meet you down there. And I'm like, bro, I guess I had no choice at that moment, but I learned how to do it. Nonetheless, I learned how to do it. And now I implement that every day I leave out of my apartment building. It's maybe 6 steps to get out, but I got it. You know, I do appreciate all the help I get. Because it's a blessing to have people in your corner to even say, look, I got this for you. You know, and even at times where I don't want to feel like I have this disability, the reality of it is that it's there. But my disability is not an inability. It doesn't mean I can't do something because I have a quote unquote restriction or I have limited this or that. It doesn't hinder me in a sense of saying or ever saying I can't do it without me first at least trying to do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? And that's a mentality I had coming out of the hospital. And that also helped me fuel the fire to not give up. You know what I'm saying? I had to prove something to not only my doctors, my friends, my family, but to myself, that I had it in me to say, look, I got this here. It wasn't by choice that this happened to me. And truth be told, I'm going to say it. Somebody may take offense to this, but this is my story to tell. It was truly by God's design. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't, if what I'm dealing with now wasn't by God's design, I would not be here right now. It's the truth. It's the truth of it all. It's a sad truth of it all. And I stand on a few scriptures with that. Again, being a man of faith, I always go back to my word. And it just hit me literally just now. In Isaiah, I believe it is, where it says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. right? It says no weapon formed, right? The first part, no weapon formed, right? Means it will form, it will come at you, but it won't win, right? This disability came at me, it hit me, but it did not win. This disability was supposed to put me down, like permanently. But I'm here with you right now. Life and Poetry family and visitors, I'm here with you now. And it didn't stop me in my tracks. It may have slowed me down a little bit, right? But I'm still here. I'm still here, right? Then I go back to John where it says, pick up your mat and walk, right? I'm walking. I was in a hospital bed, restricted with a risk of fall brace on my arm, whereas I could not maneuver out of the bed, even to go to the bathroom, without a nurse assisting me to get out the bed, right? Then I got to this wheelchair, right? Whereas they had to push me around because they still want me to do these things on my own. But I'm like, my hands work, my legs don't, right? Let me just, cat daddy out of here or whatever. But they didn't even allow me to do that, right? But I got out of the chair and I went to the walker, right? I'm transitioning from the walker slowly but surely to the cane, then back to my own 2 feet. I picked up my mat and I'm walking, right? A man of faith. God helped me through this entire situation. But I had to live in this moment, or I had to encourage myself and continue to motivate myself to keep pushing on so that I was able to get to my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because if I didn't have the strength encouraging me to keep pushing on, I would never made it back to the place where I met my wife. I would never made it back to the place with me loving my family the way that I do. Yeah, half and half. It's delicious. Mom make that. It's like nothing but sugar in it. It's delicious. But I would never got to those places, and truth be told, I still got fight in me. Like this fight with this thing here is not up. And even when I'm back on my feet without any walking device or without using the back braces and all these things, if you haven't seen that video as well, it'll be either up there in the suggested thing on the description down below. But go check them out, guys, because my journey will be here with you guys on this platform here, as well as on my Instagram page, which would probably direct you back here. But it's all in the motivation part of me pressing through. And even my wife does it for me as well. She makes sure that no matter what, I'm not giving up. She makes sure that I'm always encouraged in a sense of, or try to do this without, or how about you do this, or try this. Even with my dietary stuff that I have to go through, things are changing with my body like almost every day. So maybe one day I can eat this, but the next day it might be affecting something over here. Then I have to switch up, and it's like, that's a lot, but she's working with helping me get that thing down packed. She's working with helping me walk without these devices. It's an amazing thing to have all these people in your corner to also add to the fact of you not giving up. These arms in this chair really bother me sometimes. My elbows, I get free. I talk with my hands too much, right? I talk with my hands all the time. But all of these things come together and helping me to keep pressing in, to keep pushing on. And it's funny, I keep mentioning my wife, but I'm going to keep saying it because without her love and support right now, like even when we first got together, before we even dove into the depths of our relationship, she was at my side for my doctor's appointments. Not just okay, I'm gonna be with you when you go. She sat in the office rooms with me while the doctors were talking to me about all my stuff. She knows my medical stuff through and through. That's support and love right there. You know what I'm saying? May not be for most, but for me it is. For what I'm dealing with, for her to be willing to sit through that and to hear all the details, and no matter how gruesome or scary they may be, she takes it with stride. I'm like, okay, so look, this is what we're gonna do. Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what the doctor said? So you gonna change this, or what we gonna do? Woo, and with that, it's an amazing thing, man. It's an amazing thing. She's at the doctor's appointments. I've had many meltdowns and breakdowns where she was home, and I would call and say, babe, I need you. And she'd be right there. She would be right there and sit with me through my mess for a moment until I look. And it showed me that through it all, she had my back. She got me even to this day. Even if she's not here in my home now physically, guys, we are still living apart, but that's going to come. That house is coming into manifestation. We're going to speak it now. And if you believe it so, comment down below, touch and agree down below. Give me an amen, give me a shout of praise, give me something. But it's going to come into manifestation now that we're going to get our home soon, where we can start to build and grow as husband and wife the way that we're supposed to do. Right now, we can't do it, but guess what? That's still my wife. That's still my wife. No matter what happens, that's still my wife. No matter how long it takes to get this house, that's still my wife. You feel what I'm saying? And I got her back just like she got my back, through and through, thick and thin, right? Like those vows say, thick and thin, for better or for worse, sickness and health, right? Sickness, right? That the world is that the world definition is stamped upon my life, but by faith and by the blood of Jesus, I know I am healed. You know, so that's a whole other component of what keeps me pushing forward as to why I never gave up. You know, but even my doctors have said since I've been with them through this process here, they always say I got fight in me. I'm a true fighter. That they, you know, for me to be so young and so they have to go through all these things at such a rapid pace. You know, it's always another fight in me. It's always a fight. Whenever I get to do another stage of a diagnosis, it's another fight. It just amplifies my drive to press in and keep pushing forward, no matter what. Even the days I can't pray, I'm gonna keep pressing forward. Even the days I may not always see God or hear from God. Guess what I'm doing? I'm still pressing forward in this fight here, because I know no matter what, one person got my back is the Father Himself. My wife, my family, my friends, also in my circle know my fight. They know my drive, and they know my inability to give up. It's never been a thing of mine to do. It may get hard. I may put something down, right? Okay, pause a second. Fun fact. Okay, some people in my circle get on me on how I pronounce certain words, such as put. I have a tendency to say pit, P-I-T instead of P-U-T. You know what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, so back to the story. But yeah, so it's never been in my essence to give up. No matter what, I'm going to always put my best foot forward, figuratively and literally, right? My best leg is my left leg, and I always step off my left. It's an old marching habit, but I always step off with that foot, and it's been that way ever since, and that's truly my strongest leg. But guess what? Strength will come through my entire body, because from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet, I am yet healed by the blood of Jesus, and the strength that He gives me every day helps me to not give up and press in and press on. No matter what it is, I'm not giving up. No matter what it is, I will not give up. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care if I get scrapes, burnt, bruised, beat down, torn up, clothes get raggedy. I'm not giving up. I want to keep pressing in to better myself, better my family, better my wife, my future children, and better my family, my friends, and whoever's in my circle. We're going to keep pressing in together as we all stand in agreement, and we declare our strengths that says, courtesy of my wife too. Yeah, she's the best. But no matter what, it's going to happen. You know, I'm gonna walk. That's set in stone, right? I don't care what the world may say. I don't care what nobody may say. I'm going to walk physically without the walker, cane, wheelchair, crutches, whatever it may be. My legs will operate and be in alignment to what God had already spoke over my life, as well as the healing that He's bestowed upon me. And it's just crazy though, guys. It's been a while, like from 2016, February 2016, right, to the end of that year. And then me back up, pushing through. I'm doing what I got to do now. You know what I'm saying? I got my book out. My book is out, guys. And that happened in the process of me coming out of the hospital and getting back to me. You know, in a sense that's like, I'm back at writing. I'm back doing my workouts. I'm back with my family. I'm out at events, and not a care in the world why they're looking at me, or who may have something to say about why I'm on a walker or in the scooty cart in the grocery store. You want a scooty cart? They out the front of the lobby or in the front of the foyer, whatever the door things, right in the entrance of the thing. Unplug it, push the button, start it up, vroom, scooty's cart up, beep, beep. Let's go. Let's have a race. I don't care. Right? I don't care if you judge me. I don't care if you look at me sideways. I don't care if you even speak ill against me. I know for a fact about my life is that, as it says in Isaiah, I pray I'm not wrong about this here, but no weapon formed against me shall prosper, whether it's your words, your actions, your inactions. It won't stop me nor deter me from moving forward with a momentum of a steady pace. No matter what it is, guys. Life and Poetry fam, I'm not going to give up. And Tay, if you're watching this video, Tay, if you made it to this part of this video here, I thank you for asking me that question there, because it really ignited a flame in me that it was kind of dwindling down. I'm gonna be transparent, guys. I got a little content with my fight. That's like, man, I fight. That's an everyday thing. But my fight has to continue to intensify for me to get to where I need to be. That's just point blank, period, set in stone. It has to intensify, Tay. So Tay, over at Tay's World, I truly thank you for asking me that question. I truly thank you for being in my corner through this entire process. I truly thank you helping me navigate the steps all those years, guys. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. I thank you for helping me navigate those steps, at like little steps in the buildings for all those years. I thank you for being there when I was in the hospitals and stuff like that. I thank you for pouring into me, and just having conversation with me to keep me on my toes, keep me pushing forward, you know. And yeah, guys, I'm not giving up. And I challenge you to do the same, which is never give up, no matter what it is. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your growth. Don't give up on your education. Don't give up on your whatever path you want, your journey you choose to take. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on it. Keep pressing in. It's gonna get hard. It's gonna be challenging. It's gonna look ugly. It's gonna get real nasty. It's gonna get real grimy, dirty, whatever it may be. Keep pressing in. Don't give up. Don't give up, right? Unless it's something illegal, then give up, right? But keep pressing in, keep pushing forward, no matter what it may be, guys. And smile while you're doing it. Smile while you're doing it. Just don't give up. Don't give up, guys. Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I never gave up. Well, that's a synopsis of why I never gave up. I'm not going to have you here for like 3 hours, because this conversation is going for like another 30, 45 hours. Yeah, 30, 45 hours. I said it, yeah. But yeah, so I got work to do. And that requires me not to give up. I'm gonna keep saying it, guys. Do not give up. Please don't give up. Especially right in these trying times, don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, on loving somebody, on building relationships with people, or your dreams, your goals, your businesses, your entrepreneurships, your career goals. Press forward, make it happen, grow. Love, have fun, have faith, and while doing it, smile. No matter how hard it gets, continue to smile through the process. But yeah, so that's why I never gave up. Thanks, Tay. That's a thumbnail. Yeah, thanks, Tay. But keep pressing in, keep moving forward. But I might not use it as a thumbnail. I don't know. We'll see in the editing bay. But yeah, so guys, if you've been this far and have not already done so, guys, please don't be afraid to smash that subscribe button to join the Life of Poetry family, branded team, guys. Visitors, don't just watch the video, guys. Come on, come on in too. Come on. I see you. Yes, you looking at me, pointing at you right now. The subscribe button is down there somewhere. Hit that button for me, guys. Join the Life of Poetry family. Turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I drop another video, guys. Also, those of you who've been here before, you do the same, guys. Don't just alert. I know some great content, guys. I need your support. Help me grow this channel. Or even if you don't subscribe, share the video with somebody, guys. Bring them to the fold. Some great conversations here on this platform with Life and Poetry, with our discussions, with our poetry every Wednesday, with our story times, with everything that's happening here, guys. Help me get this out there. Help me get this widespread. And help me share the love. Help me share the love, as well as help me support you in any way, guys. Comment anything you want to tell me down below, or hit me up on Instagram. My IG name is officially.marcus.t. I think so. If not, the link is in the description down below, as well as my Facebook page, as well as my TikTok. Go check all of them out, guys. Go and follow me, subscribe, do whatever you got to do on the platform, guys. Let's just keep coming in. Let's just keep coming into the fold, guys. Keep coming into the fold, guys. And yeah. So, Life of Poetry family, as always, it's been real. And this is your boy, Marcus T. This guy. So, until next time, stay safe, be blessed. You know what time it is. Peace.